Gotta get to a better spot. So here we go. This is a better spot to be angled at. Just gotta grab the ashtray. Grab my smoke. I just came on here today to do a live stream because it's driving me crazy just being stuck in this house cooped up by myself on COVID. It's one of those COVID nights where I'm just pacing around the house, restless, and I'm actually starting to get bored of playing video games and watching Netflix. I never thought I would say this, but I'm getting really bored of that shit. Hoping this COVID goes away by the summertime, like they said it would, because I really want to get alcohol treatment, because I need it to stop drinking on the weekends. And it's very hard because when I'm bored and I want something to do on the weekends, I like to just grab some beer and just chill on Sundays and just sip away and enjoy. But I've started to realize that now it's a problem because every time I have money, I want to go buy wine, coolers, and beer. And it's been like that for 3 years now, like a very long time. But once the AA meetings and everything are back on, when COVID is done, I'm going to go there to seek some counseling to stop with this once and for all. Because the doctors told me when I went there before that if I didn't stop drinking on weekends, that they would not give me the counseling or treatment I need at the groups at the hospitals. They told me I have to be clean of all substances if I want to get in there. Because I remember one time I went in the hospital to go get a group and I said to them, I'm really lost in my life. I don't know what to do about my anxiety and depression and just the problem with not being able to express myself properly. I don't know how to fix that. But when I went to reach out to them, when I admitted to them that I liked my beer and I liked my wine, they just said, sorry, until you quit with that, we can't have you here. Because they said it's very risky for my mental health if I do meds and do alcohol at the same time. It's what they told me. It's just not a good thing to do. Just to mix the alcohol with your meds. Because going off it, even on the weekends to drink, it still makes your mind go off balance. So when you go off the alcohol and go back to your medication, your focus is off and you can't really think clearly. So in that state, you're unable to really communicate your thoughts. It started for me more like around 2019. In my drinking days, I started to notice that my mind got damaged from that, and it caused a slowdown where I couldn't express myself and explain things the way I liked. That's what caused that to happen. And just maintaining conversations with people and replying to people is very difficult over the years of the drinking that I was doing. It's a big struggle. And I had to go off all meds because I was abusing them and I wasn't taking them in proper doses. Because when I was on 28 milligrams of Adderall, I decided to up it to 60 milligrams for a week. And that's what made me lead up to the psychosis and hospital visit for the first time. It's because of staying up for like 5-6 days at a time. It starts to make you hallucinate if you're on Adderall and staying up for that many days, if you're having too much of it. Yeah, that's what led up to all these problems and stuff that I have now. Last couple days, just been at home, just chilling. I started watching a new show yesterday night. Started watching this show called Shameless. Yesterday, I started the first season of that. And the short little description of it is that it's about these deranged fucking weirdos that are all living in the same house who are crazy and psychotic. And in their family, they have an alcoholic father named Frank. And all he does is go to pubs and bars and waste his life away just drinking. And it's not really that fun, you know, having those issues, because I relate to that guy who was doing that in that show. Because he was grumpy and just angry all the time, just was never there to look after his family. And he went and started partying, getting drunk with another woman outside of the family in this show. So the other family was just left to thrive for themselves without him feeding or supporting them in this show. And it's just very hard for him because it's just, his life is just shitty and deteriorating. But he does come back to the family like partway through the first season, though. Comes back to his family for 2 weeks after he had passed out because of alcoholism, because he passed out in the street at one point because of that. And then they sent him to the hospital because he had had alcohol poisoning that caused him to pass out. And so with all that, they told him he had to wear an ankle bracelet and he had to be off of alcohol for 2 weeks because he was going to get $3,000. So he went back to his family again, and he was supporting and looking after them again for those 2 weeks. He was supporting them, feeding the kids, helping them get ready for school. He was doing a really good job after he had gone through that period. If anybody likes raunchy comedy shows or off the edge type shows, you should watch that show. It's pretty good. And a part that after he had stopped drinking for those 2 weeks, he went back to his other woman that he was seeing again. And there was a scene where she asks, "Oh, are you drunk again?" And then he says, "Yup." And then they just cuddle up next to each other in bed. That's as far as I've gotten in the show, is at that part. I didn't really like follow along with all the other characters because the main focus that it showed mostly was the father figure in the family. I'm probably going to be going back to that later tonight, maybe. Yeah. Just waiting, just trying to think of something else. Just, I don't know. I feel like that guy crazy dumb sick right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not too good at this because I don't really live stream that often. Yeah. Any suggestions at all? Like, that's what I'm looking for, is like suggestions in like the comments. Yeah, I seen the chat right below me. I've been looking at that. Oh, all right. I just seen that comment now. All right, I'll talk about two stories actually. One about what I'm doing this weekend, and then one about what I'm doing next weekend. All right, so yeah, I just gotta pull up my little post on Facebook that I have with this alcohol pictures of what I'm getting this weekend. I'm just gonna pull that up. All right, two things I'm getting this weekend since I'm drinking is Labatt Blue 6-pack and then some vanilla mud shakes. And on Sunday, I'm going to be just chilling, drinking those drinks at my place. And I'm also having a buddy over who's coming over to my house, and he's going to be drinking with me because I asked him 2 weeks prior if he wanted to come and share the drinks with me. So me and him are going to be splitting the beers and the vodka mud shakes when he comes over. Next weekend is yeah. I just gotta wait a second here. Okay, I already got that story time done, so now I gotta talk about the second one. So next weekend, after I drink this weekend, I'm going to my other buddy's birthday, and I'm going to be chilling there, doing GTA video game gameplays, and we'll be chilling, doing vlogs and drinking beers too. And that's gonna be probably posted later on next weekend when I meet up with him. So both weekends, I'm gonna be doing a lot of drinking. All right, but I don't know if there's been any online people who have scammed me recently, though. I gotta do a little bit of thinking about that because I don't know. Okay, I think I got one. All right. There was, let me get this going. I remember one time last year, there was some blonde chick apparently who I was talking to on the internet, and she was a fake page. And I remember that there was one point where she said she wanted to meet up with me, and she told me that she would come to me on a plane if I gave her my account information and money. And she said, "You should give me your debit card info, and you hand me the information so I can take cash out, and I'll fly right down to your city to meet up with you." So right from there, I knew that it was red flags as soon as she said that she wanted my money to do that. And then I talked to another random fake girl again that same day, and I said, there's this random person who's a blonde chick who apparently shows a picture of herself dyeing her hair red. And what the other girl I was talking to said, I think that girl that dyed her hair is on a porn video on the internet. So she told me, yeah, I've seen it all over the net. She's fucking guys online and she's an internet porn star. And I remember I went to this girl and I said, yo, there's some other chick talking shit about you, saying that you're a porn star and all your profile pictures are fake. And she flipped right out. She's like, I have a military father. I'm going to fucking send him after your ass. And he's going to make you fucking regret what you did. Because you and all the other guys, that's all you fucking do is just accuse me of being a porn addict and a porn star. So I'm going to get him to come down to your country and put you in jail. Like, that was the most fucked up shit, man. She wanted, this fake profile wanted to send me to jail just because I accused her of being a porn star when someone else told me that. And she's like, send me the Snapchats. But I was unable, no, send me the pictures, I meant to say. She said, send me the pictures of this conversation. And I said, I can't because I don't know how to take pictures of other conversations. And then I remember one of my mentors showed up and I was panicking. I'm like, oh my God, this girl was fake. She was trying to say she was going to get the cops after me because I told her that she was into porn on the internet. And then the guy goes and says to me, he says, that's a fake account. So you got nothing to worry about. No, I don't like trannies, but I do remember that I had one that actually messaged me once on a dating site, but I never actually followed through with it. I kind of just deleted that person. I don't know what else to say, really. I gotta actually go on my Spotify playlist so I can find the songs. Just hold up here. I'll get this. The stuff I've been listening to on my Spotify playlist, I've been listening to a lot of Beast Mode, hip hop beats, Mind Right, real hip hop, and I've been listening to a lot of Pop Smoke, that trap rapper too. Those are the music playlists that I've followed and listened to on the daily on that Spotify app on the PS4. But I'm new to the PS4 Spotify, so I only have like those 3 or 4 playlists that I listed there. Okay, so I really believe, in my opinion, about this whole politic topic, that Trump was too sarcastic and he was an asshole. So I didn't really like him that much because he was just way too cocky and demanding. And he was one of those people that actually agreed to send people on raids to break into the White House, apparently. That's what the rumor was going around. So people were breaking fences and going inside the building and stealing and looting from there. And I think if Joe Biden gets elected, I think things will probably smooth itself out and there won't be people rioting against the states anymore. So I think that would be a good idea if he took the place, because a lot of people have been saying that he's a bit nicer than Trump, because he's not like an arrogant asshole like how he was. Because I've heard some good things about him. At first, though, like people hated on Joe because they said that he was a pedophile and a rapist. But I believe that that's all rumors, because they've said that about George Bush. They said that about Trump once or twice. But I still think if they give him a chance, he'll probably do good. Oh, so Uno Josh Dad says he's been around a couple of trannies. It seems like it said that in the comment. And you sex change many? Well, I am not really into sex changes and trannies myself, but if that's your thing, then I ultimately would say that's your own decision. If that's what you like, just go for what you like. Like, I mean, I'm fine with people's sexual things that they like, but I'm not the one to like people trying to pull moves on me. It's just too fucked up if someone is trying to get me to go for somebody like that, because that's just not my preference. Oh God, that story. Oh God, that one was pretty fucked. That one about Joe. Yeah. So the story about Joe, that random guy. Me and my buddy, we were chilling by the Fairview Mall one day, and we were about to go to Canucks and get drunk. And this guy Joe shows up with his fucking dog, and he said to me, "Oh, if you give me like $20, $30, I'll give you a PS4." So I'm like, "Sure, I'll go for that offer." And then he had us walking around the city for 2 or 3 hours. And after a loop around the city for an hour, he said, "Go to the bank and take out your money." So I went to the bank, took out the $20, $30, and he just told us to wait on a curb. He fucked off and just disappeared, and he didn't show up with the PS4. But the thing is, I was so gullible, I didn't realize that he was just fucking with me and trying to scam me into a deal. And I remember, like, when he wasn't showing up, I'm just out there yelling, "Joe, Joe, come back here with the money." Oh, that was such a fucked up time. I actually fell for it too, which was stupid. I'm just gonna go grab another cigarette. I'll be back. All right, so. Oh, all right. I could talk about that too. I've been playing a lot of Modern Warfare on my PS4, for the last few days. I've been playing a lot of this plunder mode online on that game. It's a mode where your objective is to go around the map, kill people and loot people for cash, and you also have to run around and loot treasure chests in houses to grab money. You get money from killing people and looting their money bags, and you also can get money if you go around in houses, opening doors, collecting the cash inside the houses and in the boxes. So that's a very fun mode to play. And there's another game that I have too, Fortnite. I've been playing that too. But the new Team Sniper Rumble mode called Team Rumble One Shot is the worst fucking Team Rumble mode I have been playing. Worst. All people are doing is moon jumping around and shooting and killing you with their snipers. And every time I go to aim to kill somebody, I'm dead right away. Because while they're jumping around, they're killing me while they're doing that. And it really pisses me off because I can only snipe out 2 guys each match because they keep hopping around. So there's no way that I can aim my sights quick enough to get to them because they keep jumping out of the way and dodging all your shots. I just pick out the people who are running in the field or standing still because those are the easiest targets and you can kill them a lot easier because they're not moving around and hopping around you. And if a person's just hopping around and fucking shooting you, you're always going to end up being the one dead. Because they move so fast, you don't even have time to get a hit. Let's hope they go back to the other mode that they had before, just traditional Team Rumble. The one where you can choose whatever gun you want. And what I like about that is I always like to go in the map and just mow down people with my assault rifles. Because I'm the type of person that does better with that because I like to do run gun style where you just spray and pray and kill people that way. So I hope it just goes back to that. Wow, that was way back in my first time of drinking when I got too fucked up off that Crown Royal with David's brother. That was a pretty fucked up time. They almost called the hospital on me because of that. Okay, so one day, like my first year of drinking, I remember one of my boys' brothers. He came to my house, and since they couldn't get beer, they brought Crown Royal because the LCs were shut down at that time. So That's what they grabbed. And I remember we got some juice and mixed it in with the Crown Royal, and I got so fucked up off of the shots I was taking that I went out to go light up a cigarette. I remember right next to my boy, when I was fucked up, I puked on my balcony right by the bench outside. And then I remember I went to go lay down, and I'm like, I don't feel so well. I need to go lay down because I feel dizzy as fuck. Went to lay down. I puked all over my bed like 2 or 3 times and was really out of it. And my boy's brother like gagged and almost puked seeing that I was puking. And then I went to go lay down on the couch afterwards when my boy left, and his brother had to stay there till 2 a.m. until I was responsive and able to speak again. And it took about an hour of me laying on the couch before I could come back to my senses and talk again. And that was pretty messed up, I would say. I don't remember that time, actually. I don't remember that. I have not the very best memory of the beef that happened. It's been such a long time since all these things happened that I forget a lot. Oh God. Oh God. The time that guy threatened me and said he wanted to punch me out because I wanted to leave his house when he was drunk as fuck. That story you mean? Okay. I remember the one day I was chilling at a guy's house, and he had kept me there, like imprisoned me there for 5, 6 days, and told me, I'm bored, so I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay here and chill with me because I hate when people leave. So I remember my one friend said, as we were drinking, like our, what was that beer called again? Yeah, when we were drinking our 12 packs of James Ready beers, I remember my one buddy said, hey, you want to come back and eat some food and do some raps with me? He's like, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll leave to do that. And then Chris is like, there's no way in hell you're fucking leaving my house. You're drunk as fuck and you're not able to leave. So I'm going to punch you the fuck out if you try to leave my house. Because if anybody drinks, the rule is they stay at my fucking house another night. So I got so freaked out that I stayed that night because I didn't want him to beat me up for that. Because I seen how drunk he was and I didn't really want to fuck with him at that time. Also, I thought of another story too. That same guy that I chilled with, in the process of those days, the one night, his other buddy that I was with, their motor apparently in the vehicle kept on beeping and saying, you have low fuel in the motor. And I remember that his buddy's like, okay, that's no big deal. We'll just keep driving until the vehicle stalls out. And so when we got back to his place after taking a trip to Thorold, we get back, and all four of us had to push his fucking vehicle back to his house, because when they drove it, the whole vehicle just stalled out and just stopped fucking working. So me, him, and another friend of his and another random dude, we had to push his truck back into the driveway. And then the next day, he had to go and get his oil tank from the motor fixed. And then his other friend, when the oil problem happened, his friend's like this: "You piece of shit! This fucking vehicle's a piece of shit!" And then he's just like, "I don't like this." Oh yeah. There's also another story that my friend just requested. There was this guy called Old Man Chris who lived with my buddy, with that buddy of mine at the time, and he was so stupid the one day that when they were in a Walmart parking lot, he couldn't find his way back to the vehicle after they got out of Walmart. So he went and opened a car door of a young lady's vehicle that looked the same as the other guy's vehicle. And I remember the old lady yelled and screamed at him and laid into him and said, "What the fuck are you doing? This is not the right fucking vehicle. Go back to the correct fucking vehicle, you fucking piece of shit, you idiot. My fucking car door is not the right fucking door." And then he's like, "Oh, sorry, my bad." Then went back to my other buddy's vehicle that looked identical to hers. And I also heard something about that guy too recently. That guy, Old Man Chris, he got removed from my buddy's house, where he is now in Thorold, because he was being a pedo, and he was going after young girls and targeting them and trying to have sex with them. So so Buddy had to kick Old Man out. Oh yeah, there was another story once where my one friend, he said, "Hey, let's go to a beach party and get drunk." And I remember when I was outside his girlfriend's house, when I was drunk as fuck, I pissed in the neighbor's backyard like 4 or 5 times throughout that night. And then the third time, when he caught on that I was peeing in his yard, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? Did you just fucking piss in my backyard?" I was just like, "I don't know. Yeah, I think I did." And then he's like, and then the other guy, Ryan, that I was with, he's like, "Oh, so if you're going to get mad at him for pissing in your yard, I'm going to go piss in the middle of the fucking streets." So this guy, Ryan, just pisses right in the middle of the fucking street because he wanted to prove a point that he'd do something stupid if I was to do something stupid. And then the girl's dad comes out and he's like, "I need to talk to the dad for a second." And then the dad comes out and he says, "This fucking guy over here was pissing on my fucking lawn, You should go talk to him, talk some sense into him, and tell him he shouldn't piss on my lawn. And so the dad comes up to me and he's like, dude, stop peeing in people's backyards. Piss on my fucking lawn or in my house, not the neighbor's house. And then I got sent home early after that when I was supposed to have fucking pizza because I got too drunk. So drunk that I was laying on the fucking floor when they were supposed to get food. So I had to get dropped off home. Everybody else got to eat except for me because I was too shit faced. Oh, yeah, I remember that day. I got a message. It was like, I think 3 years ago, David called me up when I was chilling with Bart. And he said, yo, let's hang out. You guys should meet my brother. So when we met up with David's brother, we all said to his brother, hey, man, we should go to a haunted factory and let's go take some snapshots and explore in there. So when we got there, David was flipping out as soon as we got to the haunted house place. He's like, oh, fuck this. I don't want to go in that fucking haunted house. There's fucking ghosts and demons in here. I'm too paranoid to fucking go in there. I'm like, dude, quit being a pussy. Let's fucking walk in there. And he's like, no, you guys can go in and I'll just stay out here. Because he was like shaking his boots, all afraid. And then David got a call from his mom, I think it was. His mom said, hey, you guys have to leave where you are because we need you home again. So both of them walked home, and then me and Bart and my other buddy, we walked into the haunted factory. And when we got in there, there was this big room that apparently was told that there was demons that choked people in there. And the guy had said to me that, the guy had said to me that his friends got choked in this haunted factory. So we decided we would just walk up the stairs with the broken, shattered glass. And when we got up there, I got kind of freaked out because I heard rattling on the fucking roof when we got upstairs. And as we were hearing this rattling on the roof, I got paranoid. I'm like, what if it's a fucking ghost? It looks like it's a fucking ghost up there. And then my buddy Bart's like, oh, you're just tripping, bro. There's no fucking ghost up here. And then my other buddy wanted to go to the big room where the demon was. So my other buddy says to me, no, I think we should leave because I don't want to get choked out by a demon. So we both left, all three of us, because we were sketched out about that happening. Yeah, J Red, and it was pretty scary, that haunted house place that we went into. So what have you been up to lately, Jay? What video did you make just now, Jay Redden? Did you do another bong rip video on your channel? Oh, nice. So, what strain of weed were you smoking on today, Jay? I wouldn't doubt it. If you're smoking fucking weed, you're gonna be high. It's all good though, as long as it takes the edge off, like you say. It's always good to smoke. Oh, some really potent weed you're smoking on that makes you baked. Oh, nice. Jay, I used to go to the herbalist actually to pick up 3.5 grams. I used to do that routinely every weekend. I would take an hour where to walk, where my yeah, Jay Roden. I used to go to the herbalist and I used to get 3.5 grams of weed, and it was like an hour away that I had to walk. And just so I could get high, I would walk an hour there to go pick up and then take an hour to walk back home from that place. And the stuff that I got there, Jay, that was really good. It was a sativa called Ghost Train Haze. The first time that I went there, that's the strain that I smoked on. I think it went for about 18%. Yeah, true. If that was the only way to get weed, that's what you have to do. Basically, you got to do what you got to do. You got to walk there if you have no other way of transportation. And in my case, there was no other way of transportation, so I had to walk there to pick up. I stopped walking to the herbalist though to get weed because it was just too long of a walk to go there just to pick up some kush. I did have a bike though, Jay, but I got way too fat because I gained too much weight from drinking. So a year or two ago, I tried to sit on the seat, and it hurt my fucking butt when I tried to sit on it. Because since I become overweight, I haven't really been able to because my butt cheeks always hurt whenever I sit on the seat. It's all the beer that I was drinking at the time that caused that weight to go up. So it made me unable to ride bikes because of that. Yeah. But if I can get into shape with this healthier diet of eating vegetables with all my food, and I go for walks once a week, I should be able to lose enough weight where I can become skinny enough to ride bikes again. I should be able to if I stick with this diet and those walks. Same with me too. Making YouTube videos, Jay, is very addictive. Once you start making videos, you just want to keep making them. And for your purpose, you've got a goal that you need to upload videos all the time, every day. Because when you started your channel, that's what you planned on doing. Oh, I know what you're talking about, Jay Redden. That documentary that talks about the history of crack and how people get it. Yeah, I've seen that on Netflix. I actually watched 2 or 3 episodes of that. 5,000 videos. That's the road that my buddy Jay is on for videos. So if anybody else viewing this stream sees the guy in here, subscribe to Jay Redden's channel. He's got over 4,000 bong toke hit videos. So if you like watching people hit a bong, you should check out his channel. Yeah, true. It would be very nice for you to have a silver play button on YouTube. For a lot of YouTubers, that's one of their biggest dreams is to get that silver play button. The main focus on YouTube is to do as many videos as possible, get as many views as you can so you can get that plaque. So a lot of grinding is involved with that. Yeah, no problem, dude. I thought I might as well shout you out, Jay, since you're doing so good on your channel. And Jay, by the way, I tried that Twitter tagging thing for my story times that you told me to do to try and get more views, but I didn't really get any more views off of going on my Twitter and tagging stuff on the story times. I tagged like 10, 15 different tags for the first time smoking weed video. And the only thing I got off of that was 2 extra views. So it didn't really work out for me doing those tag things. And there's a reason why the tags didn't work for my storytime videos. It's because I'm not a very popular person on Twitter. So when I go to tag things for story times, like when it comes to like tagging weed story time or drug related story times, it seems to not work very well because I'm just not really known well on the internet. So that's why those tags don't really get me that far. Because I did drug related tags, weed related tags on both stories, and it didn't boost any views or likes. I attempted it and tried to use your advice, but it didn't work out. All right, I'm gonna go grab a cigarette again. Or wait, I keep calling them cigarettes. They're cigars, and I keep calling them fucking cigarettes. Jeez, I keep getting the name wrong. I keep calling cigars cigarettes because I'm so used to smoking cigarettes that I keep on saying I'm gonna light a cigarette when I go to light a cigar. Because over the last few years, all I've been smoking is cigarettes until this year. Then I started smoking flavored cigars. So that's why I keep on getting the two confused. Yeah, true, man. I need all the help I can get for videos and stuff. So that would be good if you did that. So Jay Redden, I'm gonna want to ask you a question. So what's your favorite smoke that you like to smoke on? Just before you leave, I wanted to know what is your all-time best smoke that you like. All right, so if I come up with any more story times or any other new things, I'll come back on this live thing on YouTube again. But I don't really have any right now. So I'll see everybody later.